I'm Becky McMichael, and my husband Bill is 64, and I'm 65. We live just outside Nashville in Fairview, Tennessee.
We will be married 31 years this September. Our honeymoon took us to New England,
where we stayed in the Charles Hinckley House on the Cape in Barnstable, Massachusetts.
which Becky originally thought was pronounced Barnstable.
Taking a ferry to Nantucket, we searched for the gravesite of my ancestor, Edward Starbuck. He was one of the original settlers of the island in the 1600s and founder of a whaling dynasty.
Interestingly, one of his descendants was on the whaling ship the Essex, which inspired Herman Melville's novel, Moby Dick.
And we also met a distant cousin who invited us into her home, one of the famed 3 bricks for 3 brothers mansions built by Edward's grandson.
We explored all the Cape from Woods Hole to P-Town and then traveled up to New Hampshire.
And we were astounded by autumn in the North Country, and then made the harrowing drive up the famed Mount Washington.
Oh, and Becky, you didn't mention that I got to lug all the camera gear, including a video camera the size of a bazooka.
We stayed for 2 days at the lovely Wildcat Inn in Jackson, New Hampshire.
But not everything went as planned. My driving skills were tested when later we were chased by a bull moose.
When we were at the airport preparing to fly home, we were lucky enough to meet and speak with TV star Ed Marinero. Years later, we decided to vacation in New England with our 2 children.
Reliving our experiences. And if we could do it all again, we would like to fly over to Nantucket instead of taking the ferry.
Oh, and let's make sure of one thing.
What's that, honey?
That there are no angry moose on the highway this time.
Absolutely.
Bye.